All right, Joey, this is an incredible event. Viewers like you turning to our experts here to get your questions answered about the Affordable Care Act. This is Action 4 News, Doctors Hospital at Renaissance, bringing this to you exclusively during our Action 4 News at 6 o'clock hour until 6:30. Call 362, the number 4, and you. That's 4U, 362.
All right, and take a look at some of the operators right now. The phones are ringing. They are answering your questions both in English and in Spanish, and some really great questions, really touching on a lot of different topics. Right now joining us is Trey Lewis, Congressman Filemon Vella's Deputy Chief of Staff, joining us right now. Talk to me about the Congressman's position on how this is going along.
Well, you know, Ryan, Congressman Vela was not in Congress in 2009 when the law was passed in the House and the Senate. It was then signed into law in 2010. So our position, Congressman Vela's position, is that we need to wait and see that there are some good parts of the health care law, such as students being able to stay on their parents' health care plans until they're 26, and there's also some very troubling parts, and we're certainly seeing some of the troubling parts in the last month.
Folks at home are trying to push forward, saying, I want to get covered. They're just having trouble getting the coverage online.
That's right, and you know, we're seeing, I tried to enroll 2 days ago, and I couldn't get on. When I finally did get on, it kicked me off. I still don't know if I have help.
Certainly troubling, that's for sure. We appreciate you joining us. Let's go to Marcy, standing by right now. Marcy.
Well, we have navigators. I'm sure you saw my report on Friday. We'll be doing another report tonight and tomorrow morning about navigators here in the Valley. What are they? Cliff Clark is the project coordinator for that. They're there to help you navigate the healthcare.gov website. They're here to answer your questions as well. Here's one of the questions that came in from a viewer, Cliff. How does this affect young adults still covered by their parents?
Absolutely, and the question is that how does it affect young people? And part of the new law says that in some cases with some plans, kids can stay on their parents' plan until the age of 26.
Okay, and if you have more questions for Cliff or any of our navigators at MHP Salud, you can call us right now. We're going to have Joe Medrano now switch with Cliff really quickly. Joe, come on in. And Joe is with Enroll Now. Good to see you again. We've done a story at Action 4 News as well with Joe Medrano and Enroll Now. And how are you guys getting the word out? What have you been doing on the ground, door to door?
Well, we've been doing a lot of activities with Congressman Cuellar's office, and so we've had Enroll Webb County this Saturday at the library in Mission. We've got an event where we're going to do Enroll Hidalgo, and so we invite all the folks from Hidalgo County to come out and go through the application process and answer your questions.
There you go. If you don't get in through our phone lines right now, 362-4U, you can show up to the event that Enroll Now and Congressman Cuellar's office is hosting this weekend to get your questions answered and to get you applied and get your application done. That is our purpose today, is to get you get the applications done, as I said. Let's go on over to Ryan, who's with our representatives from Doctors Hospital at Renaissance.
Sure are, and I want you to take a look right here at our operators on the phones. Every single phone is busy. They are taking your questions. We can also take your questions on Facebook, also on Twitter. EnrollRGV is the hashtag, and of course the phone number 362-4U. This is the Affordable Care Act, and we are answering your questions here exclusively on Action 4 News. Teaming up with Doctors Hospital Renaissance, Israel Rocha is joining us now. He's an administrator here at the hospital, and since 5 o'clock these phones have been non-stop ringing. Surprised to see so many people with questions, or did you sort of expect this?
No, we're surprised to see so many people calling in. I know there's been a lot of questions out there. I think folks want to have their questions answered. There's been some technical difficulties with the government sites coming up, and so I think this is a great opportunity for individuals to be able to have their questions answered and get more information about the law.
And tell me a little bit more about DHR. Why did they want to participate in this today?
Well, part of our job is making sure that we take care of patients and we provide them resources to care for their family. We did become a certified organization to help patients navigate through the process, and we're here to be here to give information for people who need it.
Israel Rocha, thank you so much for that. Again, on Facebook, on Twitter, and the phone number is 362-4U. Marcy's standing by now, live with more.
All right, and we have our Action 4 News web team right here on site at the Doctors Hospital at Renaissance Conference Center in Edinburgh as well, taking your questions online, because a lot of these, well, every single phone that I'm looking at right now is busy, but keep calling in 362-4U. Elizabeth and Sergio here with us taking questions online. I see Elizabeth is on Twitter. Have you been seeing a lot of questions come in here, Elizabeth?
Yes, we've been seeing a few, and you could always come back to us. All you have to do is hashtag #EnrollRGV.
All right, Elizabeth, Sergio, one of the biggest questions online on Valley Central.
A lot of people want to know, whether the cost varies from where they live, and actually, yes, it does. We're learning on our chat room that it varies from state to state.
Okay, so get the chat going right now on valleycentral.com or find us on Facebook and on Twitter. We're going to move on over now to Ryan.
Yes, thank you, Marcia. I'm here with Jesus Signs, a representative with Science Pharmacy, who's also helping to man the phones. You have been really busy.
Real busy, right?
And one of the questions...
People are calling because it's very, very important.
Sure, it's about your health coverage,
Yes.
right? And one of the questions that I understand customers asked, if they are not working, can they still apply for the Affordable Care Act insurance?
Yes, Ryan. The reason they were calling is because they're very interested in the copay for the doctor and the copay for the prescriptions. If they get neither or, then of course the plan is not good for them. So they are just wondering if it's going to be affordable for them, even though they don't have a job. Can they be able to afford the insurance where they can go see the doctor at the same time afford their prescriptions?
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you answering the phones. I don't want to take too much time over there. 362-4U is the phone number to call. Again, 362-4U. We need you to come, call us, hop onto Facebook, hop onto Twitter, hashtag #EnrollRGV. We'll take your questions directly to the experts. Marcy.
Yes, these are the experts right here in front of me answering your calls. We've got them from several organizations across the valley, just to name a few. MHP Salud, the navigators that we've talked about. We have Cliff Clark right in front of me who's taking a call right now. We have one of several navigators here online. If you say, what's a navigator? Go to valleycentral.com right now and put it in the search box. Navigators. I did a story on this to tell you all about what they do here in the valley. It's to help navigate the website. We also have our friends from Driscoll Health Plans, and of course Doctors Hospital at Renaissance, a pharmacist online with us as well. If you have any questions, this is your time to call and ask them. 362-4U, the number 4YOU, and this is being brought to you exclusively by Action 4 News and Doctors Hospital at Renaissance. Again, some people saying that they don't have a computer. If you have questions about how to enroll for the Affordable Care Act without a computer, you can get those questions answered right now. We're being told you can go by the MHP Salud offices in Weslaco, and they will get you an email address on their computers and get you enrolled. They walk you through that process. So right now, give us a call. Let us answer any questions you have about the Affordable Care Act. We're going to be right back.